Hello everyone, my name is Shelina Ernes and here I will open this presentation about the translation theory by Vinay and Triple in translating song techniques. First of all, I will introduce our group members. The first one is Devita Ardila W with student number 279 and me, Shelina Ernes with student number 280 and last, Meytata Balqis with student number 283. Okay, now I will explain to you about the background of the translation theory by Vinay and Tervelnet. Jean-Paul Vinay and Jean Tervelnet are influential translation theorists who set a foundation for modern translation studies. Jean-Paul Vinay is a French-Canadian linguist who focused on the application of systematic study of linguistic structure on translation. Meanwhile, Jan Darbelnet is a Canadian linguist and scholar who contributes in emphasizing the importance of cultural and stylistic consideration in translation. Their collaborative work resulted in their book entitled Stylistic compared to Français et de l'Anglais, or Comparative Stylistic of French and English, that published in 1958. In their English version book in 1995, they categorized the methods of translating into two categories, namely direct translation and oblique translation. Direct translation, or also called by literal translation, is a concept applied in some translation that is possible to transpose the message from source language element by element into the target language. This method applied based on either parallel categories, in which case people can speak of structural parallelism, or on parallel concept as the result of metalinguistic parallelism. In short, direct translation is word-for-word translation when the structure and meaning match in both languages. In contrast, oblique translation is a concept that happens in translation because of the structural or metalinguistic differences. Several elements or stylistic effects cannot be transposed into the target language without any adjustment in the syntactic or lexis. So we can say that oblique translation is used when direct translation isn't possible due to grammar or cultural differences or requires changes in wording or structure. Additionally, Vinay and Derpelnate propose 7 procedures of translation, which are borrowing, calque, literal translation, transposition, modulation, equivalence, and adaptation. Where borrowing, calque, and literal translation belong to direct translation, and transposition, modulation, equivalence, and adaptation belong to oblique translation. So there are some reasons why our group chose to use Vinay and Pelnit's theory in song translation. The first one is that songs often use idiom or metaphors that don't have direct equivalent in the target language. The second one is that Vinay and Pelnit's theory offers flexibility with two methods, direct and oblique translation. And the third one, if a translator cannot use a direct translation to deliver the essence of a lyric in a song, the translator can use the oblique translation to cover it. For example, the translator can use adaptation or modulation procedures in their work. The last one is that their 7 procedures help preserve the meaning and emotion of song lyrics in translation. So, our group decided to use Tiara and Andini song Cintanya Aku with the source language Indonesian into the target language English. The song Cintanya Aku is a collaborative between Tiara Andini and Arsy Widianto. This song is also considered as the opening single in the mini album entitled Arti Untuk Cinta, which was released in 2021.
Now let's talk about translation techniques used by translator in translating Cintanya Aku selected song lyrics. The first technique used by the translator is calque. Calque refers to a direct translation of a word or phrase from the source language to the target language, maintaining the original linguistic features and their order. Foreign terms that do not exist in the target language are translated word by word. For example, we can see here the source text is tepat di hadapanmu, and then it translated into the target text right in front of you. In the example above, The phrase is translated word by word into the target language. The next technique is transposition. Transposition refers to transition from one linguistic register to another. This transition involves changing in lexical, syntactic, or semantic categories. For example, in the source text, it's tergetar and then it's translated to so much joy. In the example, the verb tergetar, which directly translates to trembling, while in the target text, this emotion is conveyed indirectly through so much joy, emphasizing a positive emotional state rather than literal trembling.
Okay, modulation. Modulation is the act of adjusting perspective, point of view, or focus category in relation to the source text. We got three examples here. For the first example, the source text say that sejak awalku bertemu and translated into I knew it since the day we met. In the example above, in the source text, sejak awalku bertemu, translated into target text, I knew it since the first day we met, emphasizing the shifting in focus from the moment we met into the day we met. And the second example, the source text say that jangan kau lukai hati seperti kisah yang lalu. And translated into that you won't break my heart, I've been hurt before. In the example above, in the source text, kisah yang lalu, translated into target text, I've been hurt before, emphasizing the shifting in focus from the past experience into I who have been hurt before. And the last example, the source text say that ku tak ingin bila cinta ini terbagi. And then translated into don't want nothing else cause I know I only want your love. In the example above, in the source text, ku tak ingin bila cinta ini terbagi, translated into target text, don't want nothing else cause I know I only want your love, emphasizing the shifting focus from the love into I who want your only love. The last one is equivalence. The equivalence technique refers to a method that addresses how meaning from a source text can be effectively conveyed in a target text. For the example, the source text say that kesetiaan hatiku and translated into my heart's always true to you. From the example above, in the source text, kesetiaan generally means loyalty or faithfulness, while always true in the target text conveys the same core meaning of unwavering loyalty or faithfulness, making it semantically equivalent. In the conclusion, Vinay and Darbrunlet's translation theory helps translators to preserve the meaning of songs when they are converted from one language to another. They provide 7 procedures to aid translation, giving translators a flexible tool to adapt song lyric without losing the original message. This theory is especially useful when songs have idioms or meanings that are difficult to translate directly. After analyzing the lyric of the song Cintanya Aku, 4 of the 7 procedures were found, included colloquy, transposition, modulation, and equivalence. That's all from our group. We appreciate your time and attention. Thank you very much.